We're here to set your mind at ease and open the gateway to your imagination through our vocal cords to your hearing drums. Sit back and relax and let us take control for a little while. Stay tuned.
Welcome to episode 21 of the P.Y.S.O podcast, everybody. We're here with Sheila B. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Sheila B. What are you thinking, Sheila? Welcome Saturday night, everybody. If you're out there, let us know what you're doing. I know you're not listening because nobody's in here, so let's wait till someone joins.
Hello.
They can't hear us.
Somebody joins.
They can't hear us anyway.
I
So.
didn't get a thing to it.
Yeah, this is cool.
A what?
A thing saying it was live.
Well, you got to give it about 30 seconds, I think, to show up. There's always a delay between live and
Shouldn't I be able to
chat.
just go into it on my thing though?
Mm-hmm. It'll pop up right here. Live. You have 5 minutes. Go.
Okay.
It's right there. Just mute it.
So, for our topic, you got 5 minutes and go. We'd like people to call in tonight and give us
What?
5 minutes of their time. Tell us a story, vent about something,
Yep.
and then we cut you off at 5 minutes and we will discuss.
If you need 5, you can do 1 minute. I don't care. You can do 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Say whatever the heck you want.
Yeah.
And then we'll give our 3 cents.
3 cents. Or 3
Because it's just better than your 2 cents.
Plus there's 3 of us, which also makes sense.
Welcome, Kelly Snyder, to the room. Appreciate the engagement. Welcome to the start of the Heart War here on the P.Y.S.O podcast.
Oh, Kelly's a heartworm.
Kelly's a heartworm. I mean, heart war.
Heart warrior.
She's a heartworm.
Oh, we're talking the bottle.
It
Sorry.
didn't even let me do one when it's counting down.
What?
It didn't even let me put a heart up, and it just started counting down.
Well, you did put a heart. I got one. It's right there.
Doesn't show on mine.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, either way, we got to wait till someone comes in for the live chat. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you guys got something you want to go with. Start the conversation off.
I don't know what to talk about.
What do you
That's
guys
not
got?
it.
Oh, you were telling about a video you were watching a couple years back, right? You want to tell that story?
Oh.
Did we
The
tell that
story-
story yet? Did you ever
I
tell
think
that
we
story?
did. I think we did talk about
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah, we talked about me peeing my pants.
Crap. All right. Well, let's see if we can see your version of it. Go with that. What do you think?
Because
You just watched the video,
I
right?
did just watch the video.
Okay,
and it
well, let's
still
hear
cracks me
the
up.
exact details of that video.
It's
Please,
from,
hand.
It's from several years ago.
I'd say about 5 years
Yeah, it
ago,
was a
probably.
few years ago, and we were in Gettysburg,
Gettysburg, PA. Hi, Getty. How are you?
right? Yeah, we had the little living room, and we were in there doing a recording, and we all just sat down, and Rochelle was ready to turn everything on, and Jim farted, and we all
that's right.
lost it,
Forgot.
and it recorded, and then we just couldn't collect ourselves back. We laughed forever. Rochelle peed everywhere.
You
It
got to
was
find
funny.
that fart. You got to find the video.
Oh, that video was awesome.
How did you watch it? You said you watched it. What was it
I think it
on?
was on YouTube, but I'm not sure.
It was one of those contagious
It wouldn't have been on
laughter
YouTube.
videos.
We would not have had that on
Somehow
YouTube.
I found it. I will find it again.
Well, I want to see it
But
because I don't remember it. I remember it in my head, but I
I
don't
remember. Was it
the
a real long
details.
squeaky
okay, well, I'm
fart?
leaving
don't remember, like-
leaving
It didn't
the
sound
shot
like-
for a minute.
And it was like a wasn't it? It's like whoop.
Yes, but nobody. But because we actually caught it on video,
Whoop.
but nobody heard it except for who was in the room, and they had to go back and listen to it, and then people
Yeah.
died over it. But yeah,
It was like
we
contagious.
couldn't. We just couldn't collect ourselves
No.
to get back to serious once we lost it. We're in Gettysburg trying to be serious, but that ain't happening.
Oh, that was a really fun time.
Actually, I'm going to mute the mic for 1 second. Can you turn the audio on your phone real quick? I want to see how it sounds.
Okay.
Real quick.
Well, if you're muting the
we'll
mic,
be right
how the
back.
hell is our audio going to sound?
We'll be right back. Well, she'll be. All right, never mind.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
that
we're
fast. There's no
Okay.
lag.
All right.
At least from her phone to
Well, it sounded pretty loud.
other people's internet.
What
might
were
not
we
do
looking
that.
up?
What's that?
What did I want to look up?
Thanks for the like. It's
I'll
15.
try to find that video.
We got 89 hearts total for Miss Kelly Snyder total. Thank you for being a top fan of the PYSO podcast.
Absolutely.
You know, if you like us over there, you get some special treatment. So go ahead and please follow us over there here on Podbean and Twitter.
PYSO
PYSO podcast. P.Y.S.O. Pour your soul out. Shall you?
Shall you pour your soul out
With us,
with us?
my love. I don't know.
All right, let's discuss.
What do you got?
Can I put that phone down?
No,
I'm
she's
looking for that
running.
video.
She's running a video, man. She's running.
Sheila B.
I want to welcome Krishna to the room. Thank you.
Well, hello, Krishna.
Hello there. Thank you for the heart. Appreciate you. You can read the about section about what we're doing here tonight, but what were we going to talk about?
I don't know. We were just discussing something. What was it?
What was that?
I don't know. But we were in deep conversation there.
Krishna, what brings you to our show tonight? Do you have anything going on your Saturday? Where are you listening from? You have any stories to tell? We're paranormal people. Can I follow you on my Instagram? We do not have Instagram.
I know.
We are on YouTube and Twitter, Podbean, podcast sites. We don't do a lot of social media because we are just too old and busy to do it. So,
Old. Not old, thank you very much.
We are too old for the social media life, I think.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's turned into a child's world.
No, none of those either. They're just
And
asking
follow us on
Facebook
here.
and whatever WhatsApp, and they said no, and they're laughing. But yeah, we're just
Yeah,
here
follow us
having
on
fun.
Podbean.
We just we started a podcast in 2013 about the paranormal. That's our main hobby, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
That are the common interest, all of us. So if you're into the paranormal, please let us know. But otherwise, that's what really got us into podcasting, trying to kill time overnight.
Yeah.
You know, so it was fun back then. We got back into it back in August this year with the PYSO podcast, and that's Pour Your Soul Out. If you just joined us and didn't hear us repeat that before.
And we just talk about random topics.
Yeah.
Random topics just off the top of our head.
Yeah. As of right now, we're just sitting in the studio, hanging out, running a chat room. What do you got over there? Where are you from? We're from America.
America. America, man.
We'll say a part of the northern United States. I'll give it that.
Northern.
Northern?
Well, remember it's northwest, but it's
The
not.
top.
It's northeast. We're from the top section of the map. Here, Kelly.
What?
Sheila.
Where are you from, Krishna?
What that? Why? Silence. Yeah, I
I asked Krishna a question. India. Hey, welcome. Appreciate you. How'd you find the show? Do you just look through live streams on Podbean and just join, or how'd you come across us tonight? Yeah? All right, cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it's cool that we can all communicate all over the world, too.
Yeah.
And be the same, you know?
I mean, you
It's not what you watch on the news.
You can
It's
jump
not-
from show to show on these live shows, too, you know. Come and go as you please. If you like one, go and
Yeah.
stay on for a couple more minutes, see what they're talking about. We just BS for BS and purposes.
Yep.
Episode 21 out
Just for
of
the fun of it.
1,000 we've done over the last 7 years or 8 years.
Very open-minded people, too. Very welcoming and accepting of everybody.
How do they call in if they want
Are you
to?
brother, sister? No, we're not. We're not.
None
No, we're
of
not
us are
brother,
related.
sister.
Jim and I are...
Gemini.
Gemini. We are engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sheila B,
Sheila B is our best friend.
one of which
One
is
of
here
which-
joining us live in studio.
There's actually like a group of 4 of us that
Why don't you close
always
that
hang
curtain?
out.
Close that curtain real quick, please. Those people are trying to take pictures. Close it.
Those damn people. Paparazzis.
At an undisclosed location we're at.
We can't. Can't disclose that. Oh, they want to say something.
What, live? Go
Feel
ahead.
free.
They want to call in? Or they want to say something on there?
Right there. Will you not feel angry, friends? Oh, Krishna, you're scaring me. Oh, Krishna.
What do you mean? Will you not what?
He's scared. They're scaring me. All right.
What'd they say?
Will you not feel angry, friends?
We're not angry, ever.
I'm never angry.
They probably can't, they don't speak the same broken English we do.
I'm searching true love.
Oh. Yeah, you're not going to find it here. We've got true love, though.
Why would we be angry? We welcome you on Instagram. What? I'm searching true love on Instagram. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's good or
Great
bad.
place to find it. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We stay off the internet.
Appreciate you
for
liking the
most
show.
part.
Yeah.
Like off social media.
Whatever you're looking for, hopefully you find it. We did, I'd say.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that on there in the chat room?
Thank you for listening. If you like this show, lend your support and send a gift.
How do you do that?
You
Send us a
click on
gift.
it and send a gift.
Send
Well,
us a
why don't you try?
Kelly, send us a gift. No, it's going to... Oh, what are they? Oh, you can do
And we
that.
enjoy live streams, but we will turn this into a podcast to listen to
I'll send you
later.
some
So
flowers. How's that?
feel free to share the page, and then people can follow us and
I
then
have
know when we put the
insufficient gold beans.
podcast up.
I can't.
Oh.
This will be episode 21 for our
How do you
podcast.
get gold beans?
She needs gold
Does anybody
beans.
know how you get gold beans? I need gold beans to send a gift.
We're not going to ask people to give us gold beans, but
I don't know how that works. No, she needs gold beans.
What the hell
send
are
us
gold
a gift.
beans?
oh, well, just, the hearts are enough. We don't need gifts. Gifts. Sounds like gifts, like the
Gifts,
moving,
yeah.
the moving pictures.
Well,
the
that's
moving
kind of. I
picture
think
show.
that's what they are. Like,
So what's going on? What's the newest thing to happen? What's this? Oh, let's promote the Instagram for this for Krishna. Gurwinder Kumar 21.
you better spell that. Spell it quick.
GURWINDERKUMAR 21. Feel free to go follow them on the Instagram.
The Instagram.
I'm not as stupid as I sound. I'm just being funny. So, what is happening in India today? What is on the top of the news stories today? And try not to be as...
Well,
if it's bad stuff, I don't know. But good stuff. What's the best thing on the news
no,
today?
there's no good news
Going on in
anywhere. The
India?
media doesn't allow good news.
Truthful news. What really is going on in India?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they come back and they can tell us because they're gone now. So what do you got to say?
They left.
Yeah, they're gone. Thanks for
Did
the
we
interaction.
scare them?
Thanks for the... No, they're just going to another show. I'm sure they'll be back. Don't be afraid. How do you get gold beans? Anyone?
Gold beans.
What the hell are gold beans?
Well, I'm guessing... Well, the website is called Podbean, so I'm guessing the beans are just their form of currency
Yeah, but
that
how
you
would
just
you earn
purchase.
them?
You purchase them.
Oh, no.
I'm
Yeah.
not purchasing beans.
No, we don't want
They're
you
like
to
credits.
purchase beans
They're like credits for the
us.
website that you can give stuff to other shows to show appreciation. So you pay the website money, and then you show appreciation to the shows you like, which gets
You
the
better
show
hope
you
you're
like.
right, or we're going to get all this feedback saying you're so wrong.
What is the situation by Corona in America?
Yeah.
That's what they asked.
Okay, our situation. We live...
We live in a very
Democratic state.
We live in a
Yes.
democratic state.
but very free area, I'd say. Like very
Well, it depends on what
open-minded
you do,
area.
though,
Yeah.
because my company wants me to agree to the
Without
mandate.
without being specific, don't give any names.
If that comes up,
We don't want any
We're gonna
letters
have
in
to
the
agree
mail.
to it.
I gotta call my lawyer.
Great. You're not going to call the
I'm
lawyer
not calling
again.
But anyway,
Here, okay,
yeah, go ahead.
we have a mask. Not a mask mandate. We don't have one.
No,
New York does, doesn't it?
I guess, yeah.
That's sort of near us, like as far as state-wise. But we're not scared here. Like nobody here is afraid. You don't see.
you have
Some
a
people
few
are wearing
that are-
masks.
but you have a few that are kind of radical about it. But Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, you
people-
see more people.
It was way worse a year ago than now. I think most people learned their place and they learned their opinion, and it's not changing now. Everybody who wants to do something is doing it, and everybody who doesn't want to do something isn't doing it, and that's how it's going to stay.
I personally don't know if I've had it, COVID, but I do know people that have, and they're fine.
I have had it.
You've had it? Okay.
Yeah, I believe I have. I didn't
I
get a
think I
test
have
but 2
too.
years ago, but the symptoms tell me I did, so I think I did.
But it's no different than having a
The
flu.
No different.
I
Even less than the flu. A flu
Yeah.
keeps you in bed. I
Yeah.
didn't even know I was sick until I lost my sense of taste and
I
smell.
knew I was sick. I mean, I
Yeah,
had...
but I knew I was phlegmy and I knew I was
Yeah.
coughing and all that, but I wasn't.
And I had a fever. Like,
I didn't have a fever.
I was cold all the time, but I had a fever.
I didn't have a fever.
I had fever, and I hurt really bad.
Yeah, no, I felt perfectly fine except for I had a cough, and that was it.
But I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't even call the doctor. I didn't worry about it. I
A
just
cool breeze
went.
just went by me. Wow.
This window's
Yeah.
open.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't think it's nearly as bad as what they try to make it seem to be on the media.
No, there's no riots going on. There's no.
Well, here.
Well, not right here. No, so that's where I'm living. I don't
But
know.
we watch live cams for different places in the United States, and we see New York City live cam.
Mhm.
People aren't all masked there. There's nothing to. They're still packed up there. It didn't seem like anything was different.
No, people are living their lives now normally.
Yeah.
We're in a supermarket. There's 3 people next to us wearing masks. Me, you, and somebody behind us not wearing them, and nobody says a word to anybody, and everybody gets their cheese and their meats, and they go on about their business.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. That's how it's always been.
Honestly,
know
around
in-
here, if you
I know
didn't know anything was happening,
In China, they were wearing masks forever. So
Prices
what's the
have gone
difference?
up, though.
oh well,
Prices
yeah,
have
that,
absolutely
yeah,
gone
that's
up.
wait a
Gas
minute.
prices are astronomical.
Nobody's
That's
angry.
Biden's
Nobody's
fault.
angry here.
No,
We're
never
just
angry.
wondering what it's like in India for as far as the corona goes, I guess. Is it chaotic over there? Is it normal life, pretty much? How is it? As simply as you can tell us in the chat
Am I
room.
angry? No, I'm just saying, I'm stating fact. Everything has gone up. That's a fact.
Yeah,
It was before
our
you said that.
gas prices have almost doubled.
Has it stopped me from doing what I want to do? No. I still do it, so...
Yeah,
People set on strike.
there.
Yep.
Are they on strike because they don't want to get the shot, the booster shot?
Yeah, what's
or
causing the reason
COVID
for the
shot?
strike? Is it wages? Is it because the COVID vaccine mandating? I don't know what's going on in other countries, so I don't know if you guys even have mandates.
The
So,
farmers and the teachers.
like farmers and teachers, they're on strike. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's their country standing up for themselves. Right?
To
Am I
me,
wrong?
There's a lot of companies.
it depends
here that
on who's
are, too.
suffering. You know, we got to hear both sides of it. We can't take
Yeah,
it. You
true.
know, rules were going to change. What rules are changing? Were they going to change for the better, for the worse? What? Farmers and I mean, we have the same issues with teachers over here. They go on strike all
The
the time.
government cannot change.
Excuse me.
Excuse the coughing from my
So
co-host.
sorry. I've got COVID.
If you need to cough a lot, please step out of the room.
I am.
Thank you very
Can you
much.
get me a water too, please?
Agua, please.
This is for you, Kelly.
Government could not change.
Our government?
I just wish every government could just do what's best for their country, not
Yeah.
for their wallets and not for
Not worry about other countries.
the politics.
Yes, do what's best for
Worry
their
about
people.
your people.
Yeah.
That was next to yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody's different. Everybody lives different lifestyles.
You can never watch a video on the internet and know what's going on in all over a country.
No.
So you have to talk to people who are living the life to get the real story, not the news, because the news is not real.
Yeah.
Like paying low salary and farmers crop purchasing and low and less price. Yeah, it has to do with supply and demand and all that. Kelly, I think you have a best friend request in the chat room. Kelly, you can feel free to let them know that if you have a best friend in need or not.
What?
Free to chat.
Does she have a best friend now?
Yep.
You're our best friend. You're not allowed to be anybody else's best friend.
Second best friend.
One of our best friends.
One of what? No. She can be their second. She can.
Oh.
They're your second best friend. I'm so angry. I'm angry at Kelly.
Why does she think I'm angry?
I don't even know if it's a she.
Yeah,
What do they
I'm
think
not
I'm
sure.
angry?
Are you a male or a female?
I'm not angry.
I guess Americans might be angry to most other countries.
You think we sound angry?
I don't know. Is that what it is? Do we sound angry? Male. Oh, see? Male. Told
Okay,
you.
I thought it was
It said then I suck at my job because I do customer service.
Would you say you suck at your job?
I must because I do kind of customer service, and they said I sound angry.
Yeah, but you work with Americans.
People always say I
No.
sound.
Oh, you have different.
Like I would say probably like 85% of my drivers are not
Yeah.
American. You don't know how many. I have translators on my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have translators speaking to my phone. Yeah.
That's neat.
It's
Cool. I didn't even think about
horrible
that.
language, terrible.
They're looking to improve their English. Well, I don't know if this is the best show. I try to speak very eloquently
Yeah.
and very clear and proper, but I sometimes don't, so I apologize. But feel free to listen
Yeah.
to my speech.
Yeah, he does have very good speech.
But were we going to tell any stories? Do we have any stories?
I don't know. I think what we've been talking about is really interesting.
What was that?
It's just
the
fun,
difference
like-
in the countries.
Yeah,
and,
just chatting.
and that, honestly, I don't think there's any difference between people, just their lifestyles. But people are all
Not
people.
even lifestyle so much as their culture. Just that's the way they grew up. That's the way you grew up. It's everybody's normal.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Uh-huh. I sometimes envy other places, other countries. Like, oh, wow, it's so beautiful there. Or,
Well,
I don't know if I
India.
envy it. I just think it's somewhere I'd like to
Beautiful.
visit.
yeah, India's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
But I'd also be nervous to go because how do you converse with them?
Yeah.
That would
we
be
don't speak
today would be
phones.
way easier than it used to be.
Phones are
Yeah.
awesome for that. Those translators are great.
Yeah, it would be way better today than it's
It
ever
would
been.
be easier to communicate.
You used to have to get a translator and walk around in other countries.
Because you just speak
Now you
into
just speak
it
into
and
your
then
phone
turn
and-
it and they read
I
it in
have a
their
question
language.
for you guys.
What do you
Well,
got?
We're
Who's
together,
the question?
but hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
would you be in a relationship with somebody that spoke a different language than you, and you didn't understand each other at all?
Absolutely. You find ways to communicate for love.
Oh yeah,
100%.
but not being able to speak.
Yeah, it would be terrible knowing how to speak and going to non-speaking, but if you never knew how to speak, it wouldn't matter. Somebody would love you. Always have.
No, there's
His mom is American. Her name is Misty. Ooh.
Misty. I like that name. It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Misty. Misty waters.
What part
color
of America, if we don't mind asking? But what else?
We don't get too close. Like we don't want to be too
No,
personal.
no. We don't like to get personal. We like to keep things broad here. India's good enough.
Yeah.
She's not the real mommy.
Who isn't?
I don't know. His mom now is not. It must be stepmom.
Oh.
That's fine.
Or adopted mother.
I didn't meet her.
Okay, so she's your biological mom,
Mhm.
but not your real mom.
I gotcha.
I get that.
Yep.
I'm adopted, so I get that.
I want to meet her. Well, you should try with the internet today.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say. If it
Reach
seems
out.
right.
I mean, the worst that happens is she doesn't answer you, and then that would be your answer.
Yeah.
But
But you'd have an
You can
answer.
at least scout. Maybe look around a little bit online if they're online. You know.
Okay, don't be too much of a creeper though, because she deserves a
No,
life
but that's
too.
a big decision to want
Yeah.
to contact. So you want to make sure you want to contact them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least look at a picture or
But
two.
don't turn into a creeper.
You know what I
you can do it without being
Find that
creepy
gray
about it.
area. Find that gray area of creepiness. But in all seriousness, if they're being serious, I hope they do. I hope they do meet them, and I hope it
Yeah.
works out.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Oh, I love
hopefully
watching that
somebody
show.
if you knew anybody that can relate. How would you think it would feel to meet somebody's real?
Oh,
Well,
I
it
think
was
it'd be
different. Like
awesome.
I knew
You know what I mean?
my family. I knew them, so it was different for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't, off and on. I lived with some of them, which was a bad decision. But,
But everything
Yeah.
was your choice. You were like,
Yeah,
maybe-
and of course
yeah.
let me kind of decide if there was a place to go, they let me go. But
yeah.
you know,
It's an ugly world.
yes, it is. It's a terrible.
It can
world.
be an ugly world.
Mm.
And we,
You got a high abortion. What were we talking? Adoption rate.
oh my God.
You got a high adoption rate in
really
India.
messed that word up, babe.
That's okay. A high adoption rate in India. What's it like over there? I'd say a lot of people say it would be a good decision for a lot of people. You know,
For
not to put their
adoption.
kids in a bad atmosphere. You know, bad
It would
environment.
be so hard to give up your child.
I know. Yeah.
I think that people that give their child up for adoption are strong. They actually are stronger than they think.
Mm.
That they just don't have faith in themselves that they could actually have kept that child probably. But another
A lot of kids aren't put up for adoption because of that reason, though.
Why?
Well, most of them are taken. I think, just from my my personal knowledge of it, most of them are taken off their parents because their parents can't take care of them or are gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not. They're not just taken because mom said I can't do it. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just what they feel is the best
Poor
choice.
child, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it would be hard for me.
But those kids come out of those kind of relationships too with a lot of issues that you got to deal with as a foster parent. Too.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Are you on any websites you can share the show on? You got any social media accounts you can
did
go on
once.
sharing? We've never been shared on anything.
No.
We're on Twitter over there on whatchamacallit? Twitter.
I
PYSO.
shared
We're
it
on that Twitter over
Facebook
there, what you
twice.
call it, Twitter.
At PYSO Creations. What'd you say?
Let's see.
You're trying to what?
I did it on Facebook.
Sorry to hear that, Krishna. She had cancer.
Oh.
I believe.
Had it?
Has.
Has. Oh.
Hi, kitty. Come here. We have a great kitty cat named Getty.
She's new to the family. She's a sweetheart. I don't know what we're waiting on here.
I don't know.
She said she
I
was doing
shared it.
something. On what?
I did it on Twitter and on Facebook.
Oh, you shared it. Oh, Krishna, we hope you do. Good luck.
What?
Meet hers mom.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Okay.
Go
There
with
was something else we wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it was.
it. Like what?
I don't know. Check our list. Check
We wanted to talk
twice.
about?
Yes.
When?
I don't know. We talked about it before today.
Let me go through our notes here. 1 second, please.
It's the
1
folded
second.
page. The folded page.
Folded page?
This one.
That one
I
right
think those are
there?
the newest.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
What do you got
Flip the
here?
other side.
Did you take notes about what we're going to talk about?
Oh, these
No.
have been up for a while.
We put down our topics occasionally. There might be one hanging over there.
The ghost stories. Oh, we were telling our ghost stories from our. And
From what?
did she have any? Do you wanted to talk about?
No.
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 Injury stories. Any funny injuries?
No, we talked. Didn't we talk about our injury? No, we did not
No, we
talk about
didn't.
injury stories.
We didn't.
Funny injuries.
Yeah, funny injuries.
Oh, I was telling him the one about me sliding down the hill. I got my flip-flops on and I went into the house. I got a pair of scissors, came out, and I was bound and determined to cut a weed down because I couldn't pull it out by hand. So I'm walking down a fairly steep embankment, and my flip-flops and hit a wet spot, and I went sailing. I know I cut my arm on a rock, like right in my forearm on a rock. But when I landed flat on my back, and I'm like, and I start to like feel myself to see if I got stabbed. Aw, kitty, to see if I got stabbed. And then like I looked up and I saw the scissors actually stuck in the ground behind me because I had thrown them up in the air.
Ugh.
And my neighbor had called. She's like, I saw the whole incident. And I'm like, did you see the scissors at all? And she's like, no, I didn't even know you had those.
Welcome, Jester, to the show.
But she said, you probably hurt from that one. I said, yeah, I sliced my arm open.
Where was it? What were you walking the hill towards?
A weed, to cut a weed with a pair of scissors.
I remember that because, you know,
What?
that was whenever we were over there and we tried to do a funny walking.
Oh
You
no,
fell on
that
your
was
back.
a totally different
okay.
story, and I didn't tell that one because it wasn't funny.
Oh, geez.
That one was painful.
Well, we're not hearing that
It was
story.
painful,
couldn't walk
but
for 3
at
months.
times it was funny because you were trying to do so much and we're like, oh my God, you can't even walk, stop.
Well, I wouldn't get my strength back because I wasn't trying to walk, you know?
Yeah.
I fell, hurt my back, flat on my butt, and hurt my back, and couldn't walk for 3 months is basically what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Not a funny story.
Kelly Snyder with 27 likes. Krishna with 20. Heart War underway. That's what we do here. We keep it light. We have Heart Wars. So please let that number refresh and hit it again as soon as possible. And we'll see who wins by the end of the show. And you get a special attaboy.
Attaboy or attagirl.
Attagirl, whoever wins, had a good job.
Had a good show.
Had a good job.
Yeah. You get a pat on the back. Okay, what were we just
Oh,
talking
man,
about
my
now?
throat hurts.
Is it dry? So I don't know what the weather's like everywhere else, but today was how many? 60, what? What did it go up to today?
66.
66, which is a record high for this time of the year.
It was windy though. It was horrible windy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of
There's still
tornadoes
windy
going
out.
through southern United States, Kentucky, Tennessee, I think.
The what, Tornado
A lot
Alley?
of tornadoes happening. A lot of people getting hurt, losing like Candle Factory.
Yeah.
Candle Factory went down.
Did they say they smelled candles all over?
The guy in the news said they could smell candles all over whenever the factory was running, I believe.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
understand?
I would love that. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Well, if you're in a cheese country, it's bad.
Yeah.
You smell, I remember
Yeah.
driving on vacation one time and driving through, smelling cheese because we went to a cheese factory.
Ugh.
And the whole town smelled like cheese.
Cheese stinks so bad, but it's so good.
Christian needs sponsorship. Sorry, I know about that. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, we got a show to worry about. Ow. What's the cat doing? Give her some treats.
I don't know where they are. They're up there. Okay, so I was going to ask you guys another question.
Bring it.
And now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, my.
See, that's why we write things down. Because I'll start to think of something and then I'm like, oh, I forgot. Because we get into discussion about things.
There's nothing on this paper except for childhood stories, punishment for crimes, jump
Oh, we were talking
scares.
about injuries. Anybody else have a funny injury?
I didn't get hurt. One time, fell down the steps. Got my ankle stuck in the banister.
Oh.
Yeah, and almost snapped. I thought I broke it in half.
Your
Nothing
ankle or
happened.
the banister?
My foot. I thought I broke my ankle, but I didn't. Had to miss a couple basketball practices and ended up just quitting.
That always happens.
Yeah,
You get hurt and then you're done.
but it did hurt. My banister is only like that big apart. My foot slid right in the middle of it. And when I say
Okay.
that big, it's about 6 inches.
I got
For
my
people
head
on the
stuck in a
radio.
banister before. They had to...
Goodbye,
That's cool.
Krishna. Hopefully you have everything works out for you in the end.
Yeah.
Have a good one, and thank you for listening.
God bless.
Bye, Krishna.
Go ahead with that story. What was your banister, your head story?
I just stuck my head through the banister and didn't realize I wasn't going to be able to get it back out. Family's panicking. They're pulling the banisters apart. And yeah, I got out. I think baby oil did the trick.
Baby oil?
Yeah, I think they baby oiled my ears.
Baby oil. Baby, I need your loving.
So
All right.
I had
Punishment
a
for crimes. What do you think about that?
punishment for crimes.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I absolutely think you need to be punished for crimes.
Okay, let's bring
let
him down.
All right,
Okay.
okay. I'll name the crime,
But
and
listen,
you guys tell me what punishments
I
would
think
be
we
good.
should look at our theory on that a little bit. And here's my thoughts on it.
What theory?
Had your parents done the punishment for it when you were a child, you would have learned the lesson and not done it when you were an adult. You know?
So your parents do the time for the child's mistake.
No, the parents don't do the time, but, you know, your parents should have taught you whenever you were really young the difference between right and wrong, making right decisions.
Of course.
And stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if you grow up and you didn't grow up in a household like that, you're not going to do that sort of thing. So you need to bring your kids up to do that.
Okay,
I'm lost.
let her go with that. I get you. Crime. Say a crime,
Okay.
and we'll give our opinion on what the punishment should be.
All right.
There's nobody in the room.
Should I describe? Somebody might come in.
Go ahead.
Should I describe the crime, like in a setting, or just like general?
Yeah, because sometimes
Big
settings makes a
crime.
difference on
Oops,
my goodness.
sorry.
on how you think of things. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to give everything.
All right. That's not easy to do.
Well, enunciate.
All right. Somebody's working in a convenience store behind the desk, and somebody, I don't know, steals a candy bar. What would you do in that situation? Being a clerk? Yeah, how would that? Is that
Somebody
how we
steals
would
a
do it?
candy bar?
Yeah.
That's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the punishment for somebody stealing a candy bar?
Yeah.
$50 fine. Well,
As a clerk and being there because I managed the store, I would probably turn them in.
Turn them in to the police.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
yeah, $50 fine.
Is that what it is? A petty
It should be.
theft? Or...
You shouldn't do it. You know, it's not like, as far as I'm concerned, you stole a candy bar. You're not feeding anybody, so
No,
they're not
but
starving.
it's one of those things.
You
I
stole
Yeah.
a candy bar.
$50 is not hard to get, but it teaches them that, oh, well, this $2.50 candy bar worth $50. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
No.
But again, stealing is a lesson you should have learned when you were really young.
Yes.
Stealing is wrong.
Of course.
You know.
Okay, give
Yeah.
us another crime. You don't got to be. I guess. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going with detail. I want detail. Have
You're a
a
police officer.
police officer.
And let me think how the scenario should go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Ding
pull
dong,
over.
ding
You
dong.
pull over a car that has one tail light out.
One tail light. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Pull over a car has one tail light out.
Yeah, this is gonna be more like a crime song.
Come on, man.
It has a tail light out. The cop approaches the car
Uh-huh.
and sees a gun on the passenger seat.
Uh-huh.
What are your first instincts to do?
Well, who am I? The cop
The
or
cop.
the?
I'm the
You're
cop.
the cop.
Okay, you're the cop. Go ahead. Go
Oh.
ahead.
I would probably draw my gun. Tell him to, because you know he's gonna. If he reaches for his, you're a cop.
Okay, well, first of all, it's verbal commands first. So verbal command would be, hand on my hip, but, excuse me, can you tell me about that gun on your hip, on your seat over there, please? And as long as their hands don't go reaching for it, let them speak. And they say, oh, it's just my gun. And as long as it's open carry state, they're allowed to have it. So as long as they don't reach for it, you're allowed to go over and detain it, unload it until the traffic stop is over. That's what you should do. Go ahead.
Sounds like he said it. Like he's a cop.
But that's,
He made it sound like he's a.
but that's
See,
what you
I
should.
see it wrong though, because I grew up in a family of cops, and
Well, that's what that
you
was.
know,
That's the law right
they
there.
they might just be stopping somebody because a taillight is out, but how do they know that that's not a drug dealer trying to run from them?
Yeah,
How
but
do
They
you
get
know it's
shot
not an
plenty of
innocent
times.
person?
You don't treat an innocent person like a criminal.
No.
No.
How do
No.
you know?
But you
How do
treat
not-
everybody like your life matters too, because it does.
It doesn't until he picks
You're not
that gun up.
shooting
He's
at
not doing
anybody,
anything
you're
to me.
just aware and ready for
I'm
it.
trying so hard to stay away from any type of racial, racial profiling
I'm
or
not
anything.
even
So I'm not
talking
naming.
race. I could
I'm
care
not gonna
less
say
about-
I'm not naming colors, but I wanted to. Hold on, I want to say I'm talking about if it was a Hispanic, a white, a Caucasian,
What does
whatever.
that matter?
I don't know.
Wrong
It
is
doesn't.
wrong,
That's why
and
I'm
it
not
doesn't
saying
matter
that.
about what race is
But-
doing what.
But it does matter to some people.
Why does
like
it
the
matter?
cops
It
pull
shouldn't
people
matter
over.
to you.
Profiling. That's where the taillight come in. They had a reason to pull the car over. But if a cop sees somebody with a tail light out, racial, like a cop would tend to steer one direction or another.
See, I wouldn't look at
Like-
the person, and I don't think the majority of cops look at the person and go, oh, it's a person of color or something, so I should be drawing my gun. But if it's a white person, I don't.
So
I
you
don't
don't-
believe cops do. If
Okay.
he saw a gun laying there, I would draw no matter what color it was. No matter what color the person was. It wouldn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because a gun is a gun. You know, I'm worried
Yeah.
about the gun,
Did
not
they break the
person.
law yet?
No,
No.
they did not. But I also don't want to risk my life.
You don't
just
get to
to
treat
find
an
out.
innocent person like a
I
criminal.
do.
No, you
Yeah.
don't. That's old school cops. This is new school.
See,
this
yeah,
is not
but-
old school cop anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it should be old school
No.
because at that time people didn't. Look at Texas. Like if you do
He hasn't
something
reached
wrong,
for that gun yet. I'm not going to treat him like a criminal when he hasn't broken the law. That gun's legal as long as he doesn't reach for it.
Yeah, but if he reaches for it, you've got a split second.
Yes, you do. That's your job. Act in a
Yeah,
split
I
second.
know.
You don't get to treat an innocent guy like a criminal. You don't. That's not.
I don't
That's
know.
not the real world I
I
live
think I'd
in.
rather have my gun and him have to think about it.
Nah,
for
that's
half
why
a
you
second
unbutton
first.
it. That's why you unbutton it and you keep your hand on. If he reaches, you draw. That's it. End of story. You don't draw until he reaches.
Anybody that has a license to carry or knows anything about having a gun in your vehicle, you're not allowed to have it on your seat.
Nope.
That's why you ask.
But
Why is it there?
You don't have to have a license to carry here either.
No.
And I can have it laying on my seat.
It has
If-
to be the ammunition. It has to be in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They have to be in different places. Not.
Mhm.
You
It
can't do
shouldn't
that.
really. Should it be laying on a seat?
Nope.
No,
But if
because
you
that's kind of
have-
a threat.
If you have a carry permit, you can have it loaded.
Okay, we didn't give any kind of penalty for a crime here because there's no
Okay.
crime committed.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was kind of getting at.
There's no
there
crime.
was no crime.
No,
But-
you're supposed to be asking murder. What crime? Which penalty? Like, why are you giving these fake
Okay.
stories down crimes in them?
I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
You say what penalty for this crime?
Okay. Well, it wasn't that he wasn't. It wasn't a crime.
Mugging. What should a penalty be
Okay,
for a mugging?
that's easier than me trying to.
That's what you're
describe.
supposed to do. Mugging.
Okay, mugging.
What should be a penalty for what mugging?
Yes.
Did they assault
yeah,
somebody?
I went off topic.
Did they assault somebody? Did they just steal a purse? Did they just pickpocket somebody? What was the actual crime?
They mugged a woman around 5 p.m. in the middle of a busy street. Like, they stole her purse. When you keep pointing at the phone, you guys are confusing me.
You're supposed to
He
ignore
stole her
that.
purse,
Yes. He stole her purse.
took off running with it.
Okay, didn't hurt her at all.
No.
How much was in the purse?
Does it matter? He
Yep.
stole her purse.
Absolutely it matters. How
No,
much
it
was in the
matters. It
purse?
does not
I'm
There's
talking
matter.
for
credit
length.
cards in there.
I'm talking for length of penalty. He's going to get penalized, but for length of penalty would be how much
There
he
was-
stole
Doesn't
from.
matter at
She
all
had-
because he didn't have any idea what was in that
Nope.
purse.
I'm talking
He
about
just
after the
stole
fact.
it.
After the fact.
I don't care about after the fact.
After
you
the
made
fact.
it. Can I have one?
Uh-huh.
You made a decision to do something illegal without
So he
even
should get-
knowing what your
he should
reward
get-
was.
He should get 5 years in prison.
Okay.
No, I don't believe that. That's long.
Yeah, that's
I would
really
say
stupid.
that's good.
but then, okay.
Kelly thinks everybody should be in
Okay,
jail.
let's go. Let's go drastic. Let's go drastic. Outside the law, what do you think its punishment should be? If it's not the law, you don't have to follow the law for the crime. Make your own punishment up. What would it be?
For justice.
I think for any type of theft,
For personal
in some
justice.
countries they chop your hands off.
For personal justice.
I say they chop fingers off.
I don't know about chopping people's body parts off.
I do.
It's going to take him off the streets
That's a
for a
bit
while.
I would
Strange.
never steal anything ever.
gonna take
I
a-
never have. But if you
No.
threaten me with a body part, damn right, I'm going to make sure it doesn't even look like I am or anything, you know?
I'll take somebody's
not-
half their pinky off.
Seriously,
You steal a
though.
loaf of bread, I'm taking half your pinky.
You rape somebody, castrated. Period.
Man, we got nobody in here. This
We just get quiet. Castrated. I ain't saying another word.
But
right,
they've
hold on.
had prisoners that are in jail for sexual crimes asking to be castrated, and they won't do it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
So the people that are doing the crimes don't want to commit the crimes.
No, but they can't be fixed either. Like it's an illness.
That's
Which
bad.
I'm not sure I do or don't disagree with. I don't know. But
There's nothing there.
Did you talk about castration?
I did.
What did you say about that?
If somebody raped somebody, they should be castrated.
I would
I mean,
agree.
you would have to have
would
I agree.
As a man,
100%.
as a man,
proof.
I agree with that.
honestly,
100%
if you rape
proof.
somebody, you should maybe just be shot. I mean, that's just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. you don't take a life, you shouldn't give.
But see, the only thing that worries me about something like that is that women tend to.
I'm thinking more
To
like
cry
kids.
rape.
If kids do,
No, that's
you should
different.
probably be shot right there.
Yeah,
if they're
that's
pissed, like some women are just like, I'll say you raped me.
Okay.
They just know that it's
Yeah.
because people take it so seriously.
Yeah.
So you could ruin somebody's life over something like that. So yeah, I don't know.
If you're listening, feel free to hit them hearts.
Or
Join in this.
give us a better topic. Come on, jump in here and give us something better to talk about.
Yeah, we're staying live here. It's Saturday night.
Home invasion.
Go on. I want to go on. You on any paranormal groups on there online?
Are you going?
You in any paranormal groups online?
I'm sorry, no, not really.
No. Okay.
No, we all
Those
kinda
people
just-
love joining group or shows and telling stories, man. Some ghost people.
Yeah, I love listening to people's ghost stories.
I think I have Leon on there and Oddities. That's it.
Yeah, no, I meant
I don't
not
really have
group
any-
pages. I
No, I don't really have any group pages.
No, I didn't mean those. I meant just pages that devoted to the paranormal.
I have a couple other ones I listen to, but they're just not.
Yeah.
Podcasts.
I don't
What do
know.
you do when you listen to podcasts?
Put it on my car because I listen to it when I'm driving, which is usually Monday morning and Monday evening. So if it isn't on, then I probably haven't heard it.
What's that?
Any like other podcasts. That's the only time I listen.
That's what we wanted to ask her. Huh?
And sometimes
in
I
the
listen
car.
to ones that are old that I just know I want to listen to. But I
See, that's
listen
what
to
I
a
would
lot of
wanna-
political shit, so you know
You do what? You do or don't?
I do.
Oh.
I do.
We do on TV. For
Yeah.
for a
I
little
do it
bit,
on,
too. And that starts upsetting
Like
me.
Rumble or
He
YouTube
gets
or
all worked
something.
up. He's like, he starts yelling at the TV.
I don't get that bad. I just listen. I listen.
He's not yelling at it. He like starts to get cranky watching
Yeah.
the news because he's like, "This is bull.
I
This
don't
isn't
really
gonna
watch.
happen."
I truly don't really watch the news. Once in a while, I see it because I live with someone who does watch the news. But
He called it.
I just
with
laugh
what?
at
You called
it.
it with
It's
the
laughable.
fentanyl. You called it with like the fentanyl coming back.
Yeah.
We called it. He called it with the borders. Called it with what else?
Oh goodness.
Everything.
Everything, I think.
Yeah.
For the last year and a half, it's been a story written out in my head before it's happened.
Yeah.
Everything,
he's
and I can't
said
believe it
everything.
happened. I'm like, if it's happened, it's gonna be pretty crazy. But I think,
And it
and
happened.
it happens. I'm like, they cannot be that crazy, and they're
people
crazy.
just are not using their heads. They're not thinking. Like, look at what's really, really going on.
It's terrible.
Dig a little bit deeper because if you watch the news, they sugarcoat. I mean, they don't even sugarcoat. They just freaking lie about shit.
Mhm.
So do your own research. Find out your own shit. Because, you know,
Absolutely.
it is not at all what you think it is.
No, the news isn't.
Well, I mean, even all of it is not what you think it is. Look the stuff up and
Oh, you mean like with COVID and all that?
with COVID, with all the things going on, the
Tell
border,
us
all that stuff. That's just not.
what do you think is going on?
I don't know, but I don't think that. You know, they've proven over and over that these shots don't work, masks don't work. Why do we still do it for something that kills less people in 2 years almost than
We were just
the
talking
flu
about
has
this,
done
too.
in does in a season.
Yeah.
We've never ever done this before.
No.
Political,
It's all political.
all of it.
It
Why-
was
but-
first getting them to vote.
But I
from
don't
home
understand
so
why
they could-
people are still falling for it. Like, why?
I don't see how people could be falling for it because the news is now completely open about how crooked the Democrats have been. It's crazy how crooked they are.
It just, it drives me nuts. And I see people that, you know, still got their mask on driving down the road. And I'm like, people,
Ooh, he gets so mad.
come on.
Yeah,
Just-
it's weird.
I wish you would just
It's
go on a
weird.
rant.
I mean,
It's
I get
weird.
it, though, because they don't want to touch their mask. I get it, because
You mean
that's
their
their
face?
thought process. They don't want to touch their mask, take it on
Oh,
and off.
okay.
So they just put it on, go do what they got to do for the day, go home, and take it off, then wash their hands.
so
and be done with it.
weird.
So I get it. That's their thought process. Don't want to touch it. I get that. But
Can you smell when you wear a mask? Like if there's something in the room, can you smell it?
Yeah.
You can,
If somebody
but it's
stinks,
hard.
can you smell it?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Okay, well then you're getting their stink particles in your nose.
So really, your mask
A
does you
smell
no good.
is
And
just
we
the
know
particles.
this. We absolutely know that the masks do no good, but we're still making people wear them.
Yeah, it's all a show. They want to make people up in their houses wanting to do mail-in voting. If you
they
look at it,
100%
it's
have an agenda.
yes, and this is all. Yes, COVID is real.
Everything
No,
that's
COVID's
happening
not
is
dangerous.
not happening by accident.
No.
You know, it's not.
No.
I refuse to believe that. I am not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in all that shit I'm not sure about, but if I can't find proof, that I ain't believing it. But, you know, if you watch different people, they
You weren't there,
absolutely
it didn't
explain
happen
to
type
you.
stuff?
Yeah, if I wasn't there, it didn't happen.
How
Yeah.
about that? What does that sound like, huh?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, if I don't see it,
But
it
you
ain't
can
real.
find proof for everything that, you know, is really happening.
Of course you can.
You can
So
put it down.
don't take anybody's word for it. Whether they're telling you good or bad about what's happening, don't take anyone's word. Go look it up yourself. Go
Honestly,
figure it
our
out.
lives have not changed since this started.
It's been harder to get some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the prices have been going up. I'm talking about the first year before the prices started going up and everything. The gas prices and everything started going up. It wasn't really any different around here. Nobody did anything differently until the mask mandate, but that didn't last very long before most people just stopped wearing them altogether.
Yeah, but there's a lot of places that are still making people wear them, and that's wrong.
Oh, I can't believe they do. Every place I go into now, it says mostly it's recommended but not mandated. Because they know they couldn't win in the first place, but people just listen.
And if this whole
Yeah.
mandate for the shots goes in, think of all the people that are going to end up losing their jobs because, you know,
Every court's blocking it statewide, so every state
Yeah.
level, so they're not going anywhere with it. It's all crazy nonsense.
but it should never even be an issue, you know, that who would ever think to do that? That's wrong no matter what. You know?
Huh?
So that should never have been an issue.
I mean, some people look at it differently, though. I mean, I 100% agree with you both. And it irritates me so badly when I see people, especially putting them on their kids.
Yeah.
When those little tiny kids.
I see more teenagers and 22-year-olds running around with masks on than I do see older people with masks on, and that should tell you how scared people are for nothing, just
But
by
that
the media.
also proves how long they've been brainwashing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just the media telling them to be afraid of this, and they just listen. They're just
See,
afraid.
I just don't get the bacterial. Everything about wearing that mask is disgusting. If you've had it on for an hour, you've been breathing your nose and everything,
And
your moisture into it, and it's a perfect breeding ground for bacteria.
but people are also getting much sicker because they're wearing masks and they're using hand sanitizer and stuff. So the whole reason why we have the immunity that we have is because we come into contact with so much stuff, just touching simple stuff and not, you know, living with washing our hands every time we touch something or wiping everything down before we touch it, or, you know, everybody's getting their immunities are dropping because they're not building any.
Well, you see me, I'm always chewing on my fingers. That hasn't changed once. I don't.
Hasn't changed my whole life, and
I have
don't
not
get any
been
more
sick
than I
in the
never-
last 2 years,
Yeah.
and nothing has changed. I
I
have
mean, I
not worn
wash
a
my hands
mask.
a lot, but I come into contact with a lot of different people, and no, I'm sorry, but not always the cleanest people. So I do wash my hands a lot, but
Mhm.
I always have.
Yeah.
But if you are constant, I don't use the hand sanitizer all the time because it destroys your hands, and you're better off to wash them. But they got these kids thinking that they're better off with that sanitizer. Whenever my boyfriend's daughter would come, she would have to have hand sanitizer in there. And she used that all the time. It's like, wash your hands, it's better for you.
Ew. That
You
hand
know.
sanitizer dries your hands out.
But they
so
got
bad.
kids convinced that that's a better.
No, they're killing all of their natural,
Mhm.
yeah, the germs and stuff that they're supposed to become in contact with.
And they got these kids thinking that everything going on in the world is just perfectly normal.
And it's not. It's not at all.
No. But I'm going to take a break because I got to go to the facilities for 3 minutes, and then we're going to play a song, and then we can come back and think of something fun to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something happy.
Something happy until we go on.
Fun.
And to end this episode 21, happy.
just talking about networking.
Networking. Turn that down.
Oh yeah, I have it turned way up.
Yes, you do. Thank you. That's better. All right, we're back.
Anyway, something like this would probably work. If you plug it in at the top of the barn.
So she has one of those.
Yeah.
I have it.
That's what I'm saying. Plug it in at the top of the barn. You have to run an extension cord up, but get it somewhere where it's in between the cameras and the signal from the house. So the signal from the house bounces off of this, and this signal bounces to the camera. That's all this does.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was my plan, but
She can't
Then
get the
it was
ID
asked-
working.
then it was asking me stuff I didn't know what to
Yeah,
do
we have
with.
to be there on
That's
the
what I
computer
want you to come over
and fix it.
When?
And I don't know. No.
Yeah, we got to figure it out. We got to be there
We
for that.
honestly though,
At the property, you mean? Like,
my thought process is we can wait until the house is done because it's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
run
what I
off of our
figured.
Wi-Fi instead of their Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to change all the codes anyway.
Yeah, so just
Wait.
she's not due to have the baby until April, and we'll be in before then. So
what?
my thought is just to wait.
We weren't on here, but nobody was listening anyway. I was recording on the other thing, so keep going. Okay.
Oh, well, when you
You're
put
good.
it back up.
You're good. Oh my goodness.
You're good.
Did you
Okay.
think of any funny
Good.
stories during the break?
No,
Well, that was our
she
job.
started telling us one, and then
Dear,
it wasn't funny. It's funny. What happened with the
you got new
camera.
cameras for your property, right?
Yeah, we put cameras up on the property.
Yeah.
And one is going right out the driveway, and the guys have all been hunting. So, my camera kept going off in the middle of the night because I work all night.
Yeah.
My camera kept going off, and I would turn it on, and it's deer walking back and forth across the camera in the driveway, like taunting them. Because, haha, you can't hunt at night. So I kept screenshotting them and sending them to my boyfriend and waking him up. Going, ha ha ha, they know you're not there. But it was just funny.
What about setting snare trap? Not shooting them until daylight. Is that
That's
legal?
a deer, you mean?
You can, yeah.
Yes, that's
No.
illegal.
Is that illegal too?
Yes, that's
It's
illegal.
I
illegal.
don't like it. I don't like these rules.
Trap them and then shoot them in the morning.
Hunting's got some really strict rules. You better know
Gotta
them
go.
all if you're going.
Gotta go out to shoot the deer before sun up.
I miss hunting. I
It's
want to go
on
shooting right now. I'm going to go shoot. Let's go.
Deer. You just catch them.
Just catch them. Just hold them for a little bit. Hold them for a couple hours, and then you let them go. When they start scampering away, you give them a little 5-second head start, and you start going.
It'd be fun to ask people questions about, like, pretend like you're a baseball star or something, and then we ask him questions, and he's got to just fabricate a story.
I can make up a story.
Oh, you always make up good stories.
I can make up a story.
Make up a story about... Think of something.
What is this, like Mad Libs?
Yeah.
I got to fill in the blanks.
When this is like your one, you have what, 1 minute, or was that 5 minutes? No, 1 minute to tell.
Undead air.
Dead air. Undead
Undead
air.
air. Back.
All right.
Bringing back undead air.
Up to 5 minutes to talk about.
You got 5 minutes. Go.
5 minutes? That's a
No,
lot.
I'm not
1
talking
minute.
for 5
1 minute.
minutes.
1
Okay,
minute.
we're gonna give you a really easy topic for you. Up to 1 minute, talking about horror films.
I don't know what's happening.
1 minute or more.
What are you talking
Start
about?
talking. No, you gotta talk. You got up to a
Just
minute.
talk about horror.
Talk about horror stories.
That can't happen. That's not realistic.
No. You get them over Just make. Oh, she's saying make up a horror story.
No, she's not. She's telling me to talk about horror movies.
Just talk about any
Well,
horror stories
horror
for
movies
1 minute.
We're fun and horror movies.
No, don't right now. No.
Don't want me to talk like that?
Not again. Not
Okay,
again.
well, horror movies are fun and I love them and
Oh gosh, that's so bad.
they make me feel so cuddly.
No, make up a story. Just make up your own horror story real quick. Can you do it?
No. No, I can't.
It just you can't
I
be forced into
I
it.
can't. It has to come
It just
out.
comes off the top
Think
of
of
your
all the
head.
stories that you talked about whenever you like go camping whenever you were a kid. Indians go camping and
You
talk
just
ghost
go
stories.
camping. No way.
You go camping?
Not him. No way.
No, we didn't go camping. We went driving and stayed in hotels.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. We went camping.
And they were even like Civil War reenactors.
We did camp during Civil War reenactments. We did, but with being young, we couldn't stay out very late.
We used to go camping in places that were like you could only get there by boat. Yes,
the canoe, you row your canoe out.
No, like with a motor, like we had
like a dune buggy boat.
But we would take our dogs and everything, but it's just like in the woods in the middle of nowhere.
Oh no.
Nah. And it was like $10 a night. It was so much fun.
You pay to do it too?
You
pay to do it? What is wrong with you?
But it was so much fun.
Oh, that's like people selling you fool's gold, telling you don't got to go in that mine. I found out all the gold you need right here.
I don't know. It was
I'll sell you this gold for $100.
Different families, and it was fun. We took our St. Bernard one year.
Well,
we got scared to
run out the backyard. To run out the backyard. You should start a campground on the new property.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You house horses and trailers. Have it like, I don't know how close you are to a highway, but you could have for truckers to pull over.
I'm not close. And there's no like truck routes they can use to get there.
Sheila's bed and breakfast.
Sheila's bed and breakfast.
Instead of Sheila B, it'll be Sheila B and B.
That is
Sheila's
the thing,
B&B.
though. There is only really 2 places to eat around there, and unless like there's 2 places up by Main Street that are open like from 7 in the morning until noon, or till 2. But that's all they're open, and then there's only 2 restaurants that are open.
We should open up a restaurant then. What would we sell? Hot dogs? Hamburgers?
Waffles?
Pierogies?
Microwave mini pancakes?
Pop-Tarts?
Pop-Tarts. Some toaster strudels. You do your own icing. I am not icing your toaster strudel. All we got is cherry. We got overabundance of cherry. She thought she wanted them. She didn't want them.
We specialize in toast, and we have a butter bar over there.
We have soft stick margarine right there for your pleasure.
Oh no, we have to have real butter. Gotta have real butter.
At the Sheila B&B?
Yeah.
Yes, it's gotta be real butter. Yeah.
Over at the Sheila B&B. Oh shit. We had somebody in there. They left. Go get the recorder.
Oh, all right.
We're gonna try it.
Okay.
It's Saturday. Figure the spirits are out talking. I tagged a lot of paranormal stuff about 20 minutes ago, but nobody joined. Figured, hey, try to get the paranormal crew out here. You know, people are bored sitting at locations or not getting any ghosts. Right? So they turn on their podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens. So that's what I wanted to get, but we haven't gotten any.
Don't make me laugh.
Don't make me laugh.
I have to pee. There's the recorder, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You turds wait until every time.
Why don't you love me, baby? Don't you know my name is yours to love? All right.
I'm cold.
What do you got?
Your company.
Oh, look at the kitty cat. Oh,
Turning the fan on.
Look at her.
Cigarette again.
She's so beautiful.
She really is a pretty cat. Like her fur.
It's shiny.
Yeah, it looks like she's a white halo around her all the time. Like it's like.
It's shiny.
It's called a blue roan in horses, and that's what I really want.
Oh my baby.
Really?
That's like my next horse. I keep looking at them. I wanted that paint.
If they're iridescent, they like.
And her tail's striped.
Yeah, the very tip of her tail has some stripes. Real
crazy.
mild stripes.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Just lay down.
Yeah, there's
Beautiful.
horses like that are called blue roan, and they have like a
Blue
grayish
roan?
calf.
Blue roan.
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 R-O-A-N.
Okay.
Love to look at
R-O-A-N.
that.
So we got holidays coming up.
Christmas.
Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
We don't hear from you before before Christmas.
What?
Before Christmas, if we don't hear from you. from the
Christmas
PYSO
should
podcast.
not have presents. Let's just put it that way.
No presents for Christmas.
No.
Bah humbug.
Christmas should be all family get together.
It should be, let's make some lunch meat sandwiches and tell some stories.
Cook a big dinner, like a big ham and
I do love
potato
like
and all
like
that.
Thanksgiving.
All the fixings and crap.
Nobody goes around buying presents for each other on Thanksgiving.
And get
Well,
together.
I gotta get everybody their Thanksgiving present.
We don't have greediness. I was never raised on greediness.
No.
I just went, all right, I'm going to go back up to bed Christmas morning. I went up and went back to bed.
Yeah.
Unless I got something cool, then I played with it for a little bit, then I
My
went back
kids
up to
didn't-
bed.
My
All
kids didn't
kids
get
do
up
that,
really
though.
early whenever they were older. When they were little, they did.
I never
Like-
wanted to get up. They had to wake me up, throw me out of bed, like wait to get me up, because I was like, I don't want to
Yeah,
get
my
up.
kids never
I don't
got
wanna-
right
My
up.
son would sneak out of his room and run down back the hallway because they weren't allowed to go out to the living room. So he would run back the hallway into my daughter's room, which was right across from ours, and you hear them in there at like 3, 4 in the morning going, "Do you think we can go wake them up yet?" So they're in there, wanting to get up and go open up gifts that early in the morning. They weren't allowed to until
Wow.
at least 6. So Ashley could tell time, so she would sit there and watch the time. But
Is
it's
there
crazy.
anything you remember you love about Christmas? Any story you have that you love about Christmas that happened at Christmas time?
The only thing I love about it is just that whenever my kids were home and it was, a big deal then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
I
they're
miss
little,
that.
when your kids are little, yeah.
Yeah.
When they still
Even
have
whenever
all
they were
that.
teenagers. I mean, they liked what they
Nice.
got. They just weren't up bright and early to get it.
Yeah. It
Which
makes
was nice.
Christmas more like Christmas. It makes Christmas
Mhm.
magical. Like when you were a child, watching your kids get to experience the same
Yeah.
thing you did.
Yeah, watching them now with their kids is cool too.
Yeah.
We plot. Like, we've all been talking who's getting what.
Yeah.
My daughter and I ordered the same thing. So, but mine already came and hers was delayed, so she just canceled it. It was cool, but.
What's happening?
I don't know. What are you talking
You're not
about?
allowed
We're
to tell
talking
us what it
about
was?
Christmas.
But what are you talking
Oh, it's
about?
the little doctor's kit.
Oh, you didn't say that. You just started.
We ordered the same thing, so.
Oh my.
Okay.
You want to try to record?
Yeah, but
What? We
haven't
can't with
finished
that
it.
on,
No.
so we'll wait till we get quiet. We can turn the fan off. Nobody's in here anyway. This is for the podcast.
It's for the podcast.
So if you're listening when later on in the podcast, we want to thank you for staying on for the hour or so minutes we're on. Hopefully you keep enjoying the nonsense.
What was that word today again?
What word was that?
That word.
What? Fattest?
Faddis. Yeah.
Fattest.
Faddis.
Fattest.
I don't even know where we read that.
It's a street.
Oh, it was a street. Okay.
Fattest Street.
Yeah. So anyway,
Kiss my fattest.
I'm like, that just sounds like a bad word.
Thanks for
or
liking the show,
something.
Kelly
It's like,
Smith.
sounds like fattest.
Fattest. Kiss my
Kiss my
fattest.
fattest.
Go fix
Sounds
my
like an
lattice.
accent.
Fix
but
my lattice.
what accent would that be?
Kiss my fattest.
Kiss my fattest. My fattest.
Kiss my fattest. Look at the fattest.
Okay, we can shut that off.
Alright, I need a story. Who got a story?
We're
I thought you were going to
recording.
do a recording.
Alright, I want people to think of questions. I don't want silence.
Cool.
What would you might want to ask?
If you type it in the chat, we'll ask it.
Nobody's here.
Nobody's listening live right now.
Nah.
I am.
You can type in the chat then. Everything you type counts for us as an interaction. So you can keep saying hi, 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 and it counts and it really helps us.
Oh man, I hate typing.
Let her do it. Okay. Ready to record? We're going to record with a DR60 voice recorder. Ready?
Yes.
We're not going to have a lot of space in between because I'm not editing this.
Oh,
Quick answers.
well, that only should, it should only record sound. So it won't, if
Yeah.
nothing's coming across that, you won't hear any gaps that we're going to leave. We'll leave time for an answer.
Yeah, we're probably going to leave about 5 seconds or so, 5 to 10 seconds, just to get a quick response. And then when we play it back, you'll hear the question we ask. And then if nothing speaks, you'll hear the next thing we say right away. If something speaks, you'll hear it in between the time that we were silent.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. So, here we go. If there's anybody here with us, can you please come over and say hello really loud?
Can you tell me what day of the week this is?
Did you grow up in this area?
Can you say PYSO podcast?
Do you know one person's name in this room?
Okay. Let's listen back.
What you're going to hear will be sound like static, but it's not us.
Come over and say hello. Really loud. Can you tell me what
That
day
was
of the
something.
week this is? Did you grow up in this area? Can you say PYSO podcast? Do you know one person?
That was
I heard PYSO. I heard
Grew up in
PYSO.
this
Immediately.
area. Can you say PYSO podcast? Do you know one person's name?
You cut it off.
I heard pod.
Mm-hmm.
I heard pod, and then you asked your question, but yeah, I heard it.
Yep. I
That's
think
pretty
your
cool.
voice went over it, so we couldn't hear the finish of it.
I heard it though. That's cool. So that just shows you what we call intelligent interaction, when they can actually speak to us live, and we can get their voice live with a relevant answer to our question
On a recorder.
on a recorder. So
You can use any recorder. This one's a little more sensitive.
yeah, harder to make out things, but easier to pick things up. So you can make out things if you want to, but I just like having some kind of response because that tells me there's something there.
Yeah.
Which keeps me going.
I mean, I think that became famous. That recorder became famous because somebody was using it to record bird sounds, and
Got the voice of his dead
dead
wife.
mother, wife.
Dead mother? I
It
don't
was
know.
mother or wife.
It's
something.
somebody.
I always
Close
heard
to him.
mother from you.
Was it mother? Okay.
You said mother. Dead mother. You all just make your own stories up. You don't know what you're all talking about.
It's just, yeah, it's hearsay.
It's all a bunch of nonsense. Kelly Snyder, kitty in the room.
Kitty, kitty. What?
She's saying here, kitty.
Oh,
Kitty, kitty.
getty, getty, getty.
Hi, Getty. I'm serious. It's going to help. Every little bit helps us. I'm serious. I'll write about it. It's cool.
Can you get a social security number for your pet?
No. They're not citizens.
Well, if
Maybe.
dead
I don't
people can
know.
vote,
You
why
might.
not?
I don't
Dead
know.
people can vote.
Yeah, I
Yeah, they
guess.
can vote. Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
your cat can have a social security number and vote too.
Undocumented Americans can vote in New York, so apparently I'd say a cat could probably get a social security number.
Yeah, why not? I would say it makes as much sense. I mean,
People can, no. They passed that.
Nobody passed anything.
That undocumented citizens can vote.
No, they're trying to in New York.
Well, next it'll be undocumented
They're trying
citizens
to.
can become president.
They're trying
but
to.
it's racist to ask for ID. To vote.
I'm so
I'm not going back
sick
to the
and tired
racism.
of
Man.
everybody's feelings getting hurt. Ugh. It's not racist. If somebody comes here illegally, then they should get sent back. And we treat everybody well, very well.
Yeah.
here. If they want to come here, great, but do it legally. Because we all have to pay taxes. And we all have to follow the rules. You know what I mean? Alright, well, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Dead air. Okay, everybody. You have a wonderful whatever it is right now that you're listening to this, the day, night,
Thank you to Krishna.
for joining us and speaking with us for a short time.
And if you're listening to us anywhere else, please share, comment, like, all that good stuff. It really helps us out starting out fresh like we are. And I think we're pretty good for what we do.
Yeah. I
Off
think we're
the
fairly
cuff.
interesting.
And very improv, nothing scheduled, nothing planned, which sucks sometimes, but other times you just realize you're getting real interaction, real people,
Yeah.
not scripts and not fake. I don't got time to be fake. I don't
I
got
mean,
time to be fake.
Yeah, the most is we write things down we want to talk about. That's as
Ideas.
scripted as it gets.
Yeah. All right, everybody, thanks for listening. Have a good one, and thank you, Sheila B, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It was lots of fun always.
Everybody live, love, and laugh.